So I'm going to take my very thinned out paint, put just a little dot, and then I'm going to come back in with a mostly wiped out brush and just fade it out from the center there. This is where I was talking about, because the air is so dry, everything is just drying so quickly. So this is where the extender medium can really help. You can do it. If you don't have the extender medium, you can still do it, but it does really help. So I'm just going to make sort of circular shapes, get a basic little snowflake in. If you feel like it gets a little too strong, you can dot your finger down on it, take up most of that paint. Um, and again, it's going to be one of those processes where we, maybe it takes a couple of times. So we'll let that first flake that we just put in, I'm going to put in a little bit more. Wipe the paint out of the brush, get a little bit of the extender medium, and just blur it out from the center there. Blur this one if it didn't dry too quickly. So it's really at least a two-step process for these. The first try, the first go at it is really the blurred part, and then we can come back in and add a little center to it, which will really give it that sort of bokeh look. So I'm just going to have a little bit of fun with these. I'll add in a few more, and then we'll come back and finish up um, the highlights on the pine needles. I keep wanting to call the needles the branches. I think that I'm going to leave the snowflakes here for now. You saw me at the very end of that little clip add in a couple of just little dots of snow, since earlier I click the focus here. Earlier we had that dot that mysteriously appeared, so we're just going to embrace it and add a couple of other little snowflakes. Not too many, just a couple of dots gives our viewer the idea that there's just a little bit of fun snowy stuff happening. If you like to do the sides, you can of course also come in with just a couple of dots at the top too. That'd be really pretty. The next step for the ones that we blurred out is let them go ahead and dry all the way. And then if you want to, you can come back in and do um, another application of some white on top of it. Just a little bit of a smaller circle in the center will give it, again, that kind of bokeh effect. So just think of it as sort of another layer. I'm going to go ahead and show you on one that is mostly dry. Let's go ahead and go to this one. So I picked up a little bit of paint on my brush. I'm going to just touch in the center of that, wipe the brush out to get most of the paint, dip back into the either the airbrush medium or the extender, and I'm just going to tap the edges a little bit just to soften that circle just a little. So you can see it gives it sort of a focal or just a highlight within that little bit of snow. This is really so fun to do. So, enjoy it, have fun.